has been a long time since I posted a video, and I know I said I was going to post a video comparing soy hull pellets to wheat bran. However, that has shown to be quite difficult in the time frame that I set out. I will be releasing that video at some point, but my whole grow had to be redone. I didn't designate the bags properly, pretty much, so I wasn't able to create a video that was effective in showing the difference. Anyways, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make lion's mane pills, and there will be a link to a 3D file so that you can 3D print a pill press. So there's a few things you have to recognize in these videos. This is not my profession. I'm pretty much starting out, but I've done a few grows, so I'm not a complete amateur. But I do make mistakes, and I learn from the mistakes, and I plan to show you guys my mistakes and what you can do to fix that in the future. At the end of the video, I'm going to show you exactly like the mistakes that I made and how to fix that and whatnot. You definitely need a food dehydrator if you're going to be wanting to make lion's mane powder. The darkening of the lion's mane that's on the plate there is from a mistake I made thinking that water would evaporate from the lion's mane over time, just letting it sit. I'm using a coffee grinder. You can use a food processor or a blender to create the powder. You're going to want to get lion's mane that is light in color and is extremely dry, to the point where when it's snapped, it makes a cracking sound. If the lion's mane you're using is dry enough, it will be blended into a very fine dust. This is perfect for making pills and or smoothies and other things like that. Before I put the lion's mane powder into the pill press, I will put it into a bag so that I'm able to store any extra that I may have afterwards. I prefer the lighter powdered lion's manes. I don't think there's much of a problem if you use a darker powder, but I try to separate them out just so that I have a more consistent pill color. This is the pill press that I 3D printed, and the link for the 3D file will be in the description. First, you're going to want to take your 0.0 size pill caps and put them in the pill press. Then you're going to want to pour your medicine into the pill press. And you're going to want to scoop the medicine evenly across the pills. Then you're going to want to tamp them down, and you're going to want to repeat the process a few times just so that you have as much lion's mane powder in the pills as you can fit. The last thing you want is a pill that doesn't have as much powder as it can fit inside, because you're kind of wasting pills and you're wasting space. I found that a really good technique to get the pills out without a struggle is to just inverse the tamping tool and place the container for the pills on top of it, and that just pushes the pills out so you don't have to struggle trying to pinch them out or tipping upside down and getting all the powder out as well. Now on to mistakes. The biggest mistake has to do with moisture. Now, before I had the dehydrator, I mistakenly thought that I could let the lion's mane dehydrate on their own via moisture evaporation. The lion's mane in this section of the video had way too much moisture in them, and as you can see, when I started to blend the lion's mane, it started to clump up on the rim, and that was very bad. Once I tried drying it out, it turned completely black, and I did not want to use it at all, so I just threw it out. This browner mixture of lion's mane came from a previous attempt at creating powder. It was not dry enough when I blended it up, and that led to a clumping effect, and the darkened color actually also came from the poor dehydration. This is why you need a food dehydrator if you want to make high quality powder, and you're also going to need, obviously, a grinder of some sort to create the powder. You need both to be able to make a high quality powder, as shown in the first section of the video. I want to thank you for watching my video. I hope you learned something. I definitely learned something over the course of trying to make these pills. You can also add niacin or vitamin B3 in the mix with the pills. However, one thing to be careful of is that having too much niacin can create something called niacin flush, which is a very uncomfortable state where your skin turns red and you become extremely itchy. If you do this too much, it could be damaging to your liver, so you don't want to be taking too much niacin. And so my recommendation is to not actually combine niacin with the lion's mane pill. The best thing to do would be to stack it, so keep the niacin separate and ingest a little bit every so often. And the niacin supposedly increases the synergistic effect with the lion's mane neurogenesis factor. This is from Paul Stamets, and just through experience with niacin flush, you can kind of understand how that works, because niacin dilates the veins in your body, which would allow the other compounds to circulate better. Now, it is, like I've said before, very important to stay safe with niacin for long-term reasons. You don't want to damage your liver too much. Nonetheless, thank you very much for watching. If you'd like, you can subscribe. I will be posting more videos, and a like would be appreciated. Thank you.